Welcome to the Parlay Studios. This is Homestand NBA. I'm your host, Noor Zainab, next to Jelani, Goodridge-Reid, and Justin Pooni. And tonight, we're going to talk about the Raptors. They take on the Brooklyn Nets, who are going to be without Ben Simmons. Finally, the Raptors are healthy. Siakam is back. Freddie is here. Scotty is a little bit injured, but he's learning how to hobble on that one foot. And you have Malachi Flynn still coming off the bench, Thad Young being the veteran presence himself. And hopefully we'll see Precious Achiuwa at some point. We'll figure out the numbers on that one. But we know this game is going to be in Brooklyn. Already told you guys there will be no Ben Simmons on this one. He did suffer a calf strain, so he'll be out for the next at least 3 games. I believe the Raptors make it the second game that he'll be out for. So keep an eye on that. But that means they'll be without him for tonight, and he does happen to be the Nets' leading assister? Dimer?
Dimer.
Yeah,
Dimer. Yeah.
Throws out some lobs. So I think he leads the Nets in with assists, in 5.8, and then he also leads the Nets in steals, coming in at 1.2. So obviously I think so. People might disagree with me on that, but I think this presence will be felt tonight in Brooklyn. What do you guys think?
I agree.
Yeah, I mean,
in a way.
Yeah.
I think the Nets will be fine without Simmons. Because I'm looking at 2 guys tonight. TJ Warren is back.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, remember they were calling this man the Bubble Jordan.
Jordan.
Yeah. Remember what he did with the Pacers? He's a guy, when he was with the Pacers, he averaged 20 in his career there in 2 years. So he's coming back. He's gonna put the ball in the hole. Okay, he's capable of doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Another guy, Nick Claxton.
Yes.
This guy was the reason why they beat the Raptors in that other meeting in Brooklyn.
Mm-hmm.
He had 19 and 11. Okay. Can the Raptors find a way to box out and not let the guy control the paint? Because he controlled the paint last time. Right. So I think without Simmons, yes, you lose an element of that assisting that you talked about, seeing the floor and stuff, and the defense, of course.
Yeah, of course. Definitely.
But I do think the Nets will be fine. We know what KD and Kyrie are.
Of course.
Right.
Even against the healthy Raptors team?
I do think so. Because I'm looking at Claxton. I think he's gonna have impact tonight.
So Noor mentioned the healthiness, right? The health. Is that a word? Healthiness? Is that a word?
I said dimers today. So
Okay, yeah, we're at the low point of the day today. Anyway, but I think them getting punked in New Orleans is a scary thing for the Brooklyn Nets. Very scary for the Brooklyn Nets because they are going to be pissed off.
Yeah. That is true.
They're 3-8 on the road this season,
that was
right?
That was a disgusting loss. Okay,
Bad.
I must say.
Like,
I know Fred, he was out of the game. Okay,
that was
in the
stupid.
third.
Stupid ejection. Let's talk about the referees. You want to talk about main character? We know we have Justin Pooni in this room, but still the referees take the cake. What did he do? He did nothing. There was not even a highlight.
We know the agenda
here's my point. Here's my point with that, right? The Raptors were already getting punked before then, right?
Though. He didn't do much.
It was inconsistent.
But Freddie is one of your veteran presence, okay? He's a guy that can still will the team. But they brought it to 50. They brought it to between 15 and the fourth. They were able to do it if you had Freddie there.
To be honest, Fred wasn't doing much.
Yeah.
Well,
I know he wasn't. He had like one. He was like 1 of 8 from the field.
Yeah, exactly. And you're gonna need guys to step up,
but
right?
I think coming into tonight against Brooklyn, in Brooklyn. Right, I expect Nick Nurse to have this team fired up.
They better be 3-8 on the road.
I think Nick Nurse has to have his team fired up. This team has to be fired up to play because if they're finally getting healthy. Right now, it's their time to make a run back up the standings. If they want to be in that playoff discussion, if they want to be that team that fans want them to be, and that I'm sure the players themselves expect me. They're healthy now. That's not an excuse anymore. You have to start putting together wins because eventually. Cleveland is going to continue to roll. Milwaukee, Boston, I think we all agree those teams are kind of in a different class, right?
Yeah.
But it looks like Indiana, could they fall off? But still Atlanta, the Wizards, exactly. And you expect other teams to start playing a lot better too, right? So
this is a game they got to win.
It's an important game, right?
But the thing is, it's not going to be easy because the Nets, they're on a homestand right now.
They have the worst home.
Yeah,
they're the lowest
3-game
ticket if they have fans.
I know they don't. There's just Knicks fans going, across the bridge.
Yeah, a little bit cheaper, right?
Yeah. But they're right now 3-0 on this homestand. So can the Raptors go in there and take a bit of the gas off that pedal? Because right now they're feeling good about themselves, right? The Nets are. So yes, no Simmons out there, right? But I do think KD He loves playing against Toronto. That's going to be a big problem.
Averages about 27 a game against the Raptors.
That's going to be an issue. So I'm looking at Claxton, though. I think if you could shut him down inside, that could really help the Raptors. But they need to win. They need to win on the road. The road play has not been good so far.
You have to. I think
it has not. 3-8. They're 1-5 against the spread in their last 6 on the road. It has not been good.
Yeah.
Let me ask you guys this, okay? When you guys think of a playoff team, right? You need to win games on the road, right? You have to have at least around a 500 record, right?
Yes.
That's something the Raptors need to do.
Yeah, but we know they've been injured for a while. Like this has not been a
Fair
team
point.
that's been there, properly together. Siakam was obviously balling, and then he had to go out for a couple of weeks. But he's going to be coming back. There will be some gelling that needs to take some time
That's
and
what
to
we're
mold
seeing.
together.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, what did
but
we
the
say
other
last
thing
week?
too with the Raptors, like we said that before too, where their play so much better when they're down a guy because they understand the urgency that's there. I think right now when they see the squad healthy together, they kind of take a step back for a second. But this is not a team you take a step back from, because you're still going to be up against Kyrie and KD.
We're going to need Scotty, too.
And Bubble Jordan.
We're going to need everyone to come through, because also they're not that far away from the Nets in the standings.
No.
The Nets happen to be 8th. We're 7th. Our record is 11-10. Their record
like
is 12 and
11.
11. So if they wanted to, this game is a deciding factor between who takes
And it
the
might
7th
matter.
spot.
This might matter
It does.
later
I
on.
think
Yeah.
every single game matters. You
Exactly.
say what you want. Even if you want to psych yourself out, make every game your game 7 of the NBA Finals. And tonight, it might be just that because of these
Game 7
guys
of the
behind
NBA
me.
Finals.
Kyrie
Wow.
and KD. So tonight, you guys, how do we stop them? Right now, KD is averaging 30 points. Kyrie is averaging 25 points, sorry. You are without Ben Simmons, but do you really need Ben Simmons when you have these two
So here's the
coming
thing.
flying at you?
Everybody talk about OG Anunoby, right? There's another test for him. Can you slow down KD?
Well, no
Right.
one can.
You could try to contain him, right?
He did a really good job last time. It was Ben
We-
Simmons who pretty much put us to bed when they
Yeah.
were in Toronto, right?
So- OG, like he's a Kevin Durant. He's gonna get his, right?
yeah.
But can you make life difficult for him? And then also Gary Trent Jr., who's been in the news for coming off the bench potentially. Nick Nurse, we talked about it last week. Nick Nurse was getting after him. It was earlier this week.
Yeah. He had a good game. in New
He did
Orleans,
have a
though.
good game. He got kind of
stepped
hot.
up. He stepped up.
But I want to see on the defensive side, can he,
Uh,
be
let's hope so.
a disturbance to Kyrie Irving?
Let's
Because
hope so.
with KD and Kyrie, I think you guys both can agree, or if you disagree. But you're not going to stop those two.
No.
You can contain them and make their life difficult and try to get them to get difficult shots, but they're going to get theirs anyway.
But I think other teams have proven that if you just let KD and Kyrie take shots off and you defend the other guys, you still have a chance to win, because we've seen KD and Kyrie have 50-point games, 40-point games,
That's true.
but the
Like
Nets
Joe
have lost
Harris
those.
and
Yeah,
all
you
those
got to stop
guys.
Patty Mills, stop
Those
Joe
are the guys
Harris,
to
Nick
watch for
Claxton.
sure,
They need
but-
to be simmered down, and then you might actually have a chance, because if you can replicate that offense that KD and Kyrie put up alone, what is it, 100 points together? You can-
Ooh, that'll be amazing.
You can do
game.
that together, like,
But yeah,
50-40, whatever. You know what I mean?
A chunk of the Nets offense,
absolutely.
right?
The one thing
80% of it
I
at
will
the
say
very
of that though is, do the Raptors have the offensive firepower just like KD and Kyrie do their thing?
Well, that's my
That's the
question.
thing, right?
That's my question. Can we counter their offense, right? And what we're looking at in the past few games, there have been times where there's some guys that do step up, and then guys that you need to step up don't. Okay, so let's look at the last game in New Orleans. Where was Scotty Barnes?
I don't know.
Where was he?
Look, I don't.
And that's the other question. Okay, we did talk a bit about Scotty. How is he looking? A lot of Raptors Nation's not really happy with him right now. You're seeing people already have their agendas about he's cooked and stuff. What I would say is this:
That's tough.
he's a 21-year-old kid, sophomore in this league. You got to give him a chance, okay? And that ankle, he's been playing on that. So, but at the same time, you do want more than what he gave you in New Orleans.
So let me ask you guys this question. I think I asked you guys a couple weeks ago maybe, but like if Scotty Barnes is legitimately hurt, right?
yes.
He's the future of your franchise.
Yeah, why play him, right?
Why play him? I get it. He might want to play, and he might have that like he wants to play. He's a competitor like that.
I think it's because
you as an organized, but you as an organization.
I think it's because they want
step in.
everyone there. They want because they understand the injuries that have happened earlier on in
It's
the
also
season.
about
They
growing
wanna play.
together as a full team, right? So
Yeah.
if he's able to play through something, if that means chemistry for the team,
Yeah.
you want to see that
That's what
happen.
they
But we'll
want,
find
really.
out. We'll find out tonight. Raptors versus Brooklyn tonight in Brooklyn at, I believe, 7:30 p.m. We'll see if Scotty's ready to play, whether or not he'll be taking the bench tonight, take it easy, or if Siakam puts up his MVP numbers, and if OG Anunoby can be depoy and stop the two of the best in Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant. We will see you later on Homestand TV.